Hello all, welcome to my channel. Let's continue with the C Sharp interview series. We have started with OOPS concepts in our previous class, and today also we will be continuing with that concept only. So if anybody is coming to my channel for the first time, please do subscribe and check out my previous videos as well. If you have any doubts or if you like my videos, please like and mention it in the comment section. It would encourage me to do more videos. So let's start with today's concept, constants. So basically constant is nothing but it is an immutable value. See, for example, here I created a normal field called a day, which is a string, and I initialized it here only. So here I created a object, and now if I wanted to access this day, I will be using instance and I will be accessing this day. So basically here normal field, and this is an instance field only. So this is the instance level field. Now if I make this const, so we can make a field constant using this const keyword. So what does this mean is we are telling this value is going to be constant for all the fields, and we are making it a class level field now. So you will be able to access it using class name, not the instance. So it is going to be same for all the instances, and this is a class level field now. So this is about const. Basically we can make only fields const. We cannot make methods or any other members of a class as constants. So you can only make fields as constants, and these become immutable types once you make a field constant. So you can only make all the all the inbuilt types only as constant, not the reference types or user defined types. So here string can be made as constant even it is a reference type. So this is about const. So basically this is a simple concept only, but this is very much needed in real time projects. So our next concept is events. So basically events is out of scope for our course. So basically this is not this comes into picture when we are using both front end and back end, and we are doing front end also using .NET. So actually that is in less use only, and this is out of scope for our course. And but still events is also a member of a class. And the next concept is indexers. So indexers are more or less similar to properties only. We have seen properties in our previous class. As I said, we will be having a get accessor and set accessor inside a property, and we use that property to get and set the value of the fields. So these indexers are also similar to properties only, but here it is a slight difference. So basically indexers are used to um, make indexing for just like arrays for instance values. I'll give you example. So basically, as I said, indexer just enables us to access using indexes. So it just encapsulates any array inside a class. So you will be getting more clarity once you see the example. So here I declared a class, and I am declaring an integer array. Okay, let me make only 6 values. Okay, so here I declared an integer array. Now if I wanted to access this array, what should I do? I have to give p dot array of 0 and indexing, right? So it is like this, but using indexer there is no need to specify this type, this member type, the name of this field. You can directly give indexing to the instance object as directly. So basically indexers encapsulate the arrays inside it declared inside the class, maybe arrays or any collections, maybe a list or any of the iterables. So indexers purpose is mainly to provide a indexing capability to instances, so that we can access the encapsulated arrays or any iterables. Encapsulated is nothing but it is just a bound in which is declared inside this class. So let me now I have just declared this field. Now let me create indexer for this. So it will return me only integer, right? This is of integer array. So if I wanted to access each element by index, it should return me int only. So syntax is like this. This is the return type, and we use this keyword, and inside we will be giving the index, and inside this we have to give the get and set accessor. Get array of I and set. Okay, this is this is about this is the indexer that we have created. So now if I will be directly able to access here. Now let me write a for loop so that all the elements will be printed. Okay, so this is more or less similar to the properties only that we have seen earlier. So properties are defined for specific oh sorry, here I gave 0, right? Here it should be I. So inside indexer also we will be having get accessor and set accessor to set and get the values, and the main purpose of this indexer is to fetch the values encapsulated inside a class, encapsulated array or any collection inside a class. So we can use we can directly provide indexing to the instances only. So for properties also earlier we have seen inside interfaces we create properties, but in the interface the purpose of the properties was it just tells whether that property is read only or write only, but it doesn't have any implementation within it. So similar kind of functionality is there for indexers also in the interfaces. So you can if you will have to just tell whether the specified field is read only or write only. It doesn't have any implementation, so the class which implements that interface will have its own implementation. So it is similar to the properties. So our next concept after indexers is finalizers. So basically finalizers are nothing but it just cleans up the code. So let me show you how it looks. So this is the syntax of a finalizer. So you can write any of the cleanup code that you return that you wanted here inside this finalizer. So basically finalizer doesn't we don't explicitly call this finalizer, automatically at runtime compiler just calls this whenever there is need for code cleanup. So basically garbage collector does the code cleanup, and whenever it is needed this finalizer will be called. So if you wanted I mean if there are any costly connections, maybe database connections or anything that needs to be released immediately, in that case you can use maybe a dispose method. So here I have to implement iDisposable. So something similar to this. So this is a different concept altogether. I just told as this is similar to this cleanup activity only. Dispose also does the cleanup only. So here this is called a finalizer which does the cleanup activity. So we have seen try, catch and finally also, right? So there also final inside finally we will be writing the cleanup code. So next is nested types. So nested types is nothing but, as the name suggests, we can nest different members of the class. Earlier I showed you that we can nest methods. So similarly we can nest classes as well. So this way we can nest classes as well. So this class will be accessible only inside this class. So we can nest methods as well, which I showed you earlier. So this way I can nest method as well. So this is about nests. Yeah, this is about nested types, and we have already seen static and non-static. Basically static fields are nothing but these are class level fields, and non-static is nothing but instance level only. And object initializers and collection initializers, we have already seen this, but let me show you this with an example. Here object initializer is nothing but, let me create few fields for this. So here I created name and ID. So I can initialize this object here only directly. So name equal to Swati and ID is equal to 1. So this is the object initialization. So we can initialize the object during the declaration of the object itself. And the collection initializer is nothing but, we have seen it, but let me show you. So we can directly initialize values during declaration itself. So here I can initialize values here. So this is the collection initializer and this is the object initializer. Next is partial classes and methods. So basically we can divide classes and methods with a partial keyword. For example, here if I make this class partial, sorry, so if I make this class partial, so this is what does that mean is, this is only the partial class of this person. So there is some other I'll create one. So different, as the name suggests, that is only the partial part of that class. So if I give one more field here, okay. So what does this means is, these two partial classes together form a combined normal class. So we can divide a perfect class into a different partial classes. So internally it would just club all these classes and it would create a one normal class. So this is a partial class, and we can even split the methods also using this partial keyword. So this is about members of a class, and we are done with the members of a class. And from tomorrow, I mean from the next class, we will be seeing about object oriented concepts like abstraction, encapsulation and all. So thanks for watching. Please do subscribe and like my video. Thanks, stay with me.